Hey y'all, welcome to my vlog. So just at work right now, checking out our collections, just trying to make sure that everything is good. Did y'all see that? See, this is why I can't be doing this. The last shift of the day, everybody wants to leave and have me do this. It's giving haunted, it's giving creepy. This is why I don't be wanting to do this type of stuff.
It's spooky season in the archives, y'all. Got her. Yeah!
Blackness.
Hey y'all, my name is Lovelace, and today I am a bumblebee.
Hi, my name is Tre, and today I'm a cowboy. And this is the Moorland-Spingarn Research Center series In the Stacks, where we tap into all things Black culture, archives, and the legacies that make the Mecca more than a nickname.
In today's episode, we're diving headfirst into the haunting nature of the season. One might think, what does a place like the Moorland have to do with anything haunting? Well, considering there's a great deal of mystery in this season, and archives are a place where researchers come to uncover mysteries and recover memory with established histories, archives are spectral places. Today's episode will explore the spectral nature of archives. But first, as always, we begin by honoring an ancestor.
Today, we give our flowers to actor Tony Todd, best known for his iconic horror film roles in the likes of Candyman and the Final Destination franchise. Todd was an alumnus of the Artists Collective, Incorporated, a cultural institution founded in the 1970s aimed at creating a safe haven for at-risk youth and promotes the arts and culture of the African diaspora. Todd's career traversed across the broad spectrum of acting, including voice acting, Broadway, theater, and film. His deep gravelly voice and looming figure made him particularly known for iconic horror roles spanning from the 1980s to his last film appearance in 2025, The Final Destination. On behalf of all the Black children too afraid to say Candyman 3 times in the mirror, we give our flowers to our ancestor, Tony Todd.
So, what makes an archive haunted? I know haunted is such a scary word, but I don't mean haunted like jump scare. I mean haunted as in filled with the presence of the past. Haunted by memory, haunted by the people, our ancestors who walked this earth before us, whose lives and legacies are stored right here, waiting to be uncovered.
In this way, archives are always haunted spaces. Plus, it is a bit fun to think about the actual ghost stories attached to different archives. For example, the Library of Congress. There is a talk that the manuscript division there is home to a ghostly librarian that appears late at night. Apparently, the ghost reorganized papers and shifts boxes. At the New York Public Library, staff say there are cold spots, flickering lights, and the sound of typewriters clicking despite no one being in the room.
The first ghost sounds useful to me. Might want to see if they can be added to the Moorland staff. Am I right? Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's spooky, but let's bring it closer to home. Let's talk about Black archives. Across this country, Black archives have always been more than places of preservation. Especially in these dark times, they're sites of resistance, remembrance, and revival. They exist because our histories are too often left out of white institutions. In the tradition of our ancestors, we made our own.
Like the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture in Harlem, founded by Afro-Puerto Rican historian Arturo Schomburg, this archive is one of the most important Black cultural institutions in the world.
Or the Amistad Research Center in New Orleans, which grew from the Civil Rights Movement and now holds over 15 million manuscripts documenting Black life, literature, and struggle.
There's also the Auburn Avenue Research Library in Atlanta and the Black Archives History and Research Foundation of South Florida, just to name a few. Each of these institutions is deeply rooted in place, in people, and in memory.
And, of course, right here at the Moorland, we walk among the legacies of Dorothy Porter, Mary Church Terrell, Elaine Locke, Sterling Brown, and so many others whose voices don't just live in the archive, they haunt it.
To be clear, this haunting is not a curse, it's a calling. A reminder that Black life refuses to be forgotten, even when the world tries to erase it.
When you touch a letter, when you hear a recorded voice, when you see a photograph, you're not just studying history, you're in conversation with it. You're answering a call from the past.
Whether you believe in ghosts or not, one thing is for sure. When you enter a black archive, you're never alone.
Ooh, Tre, that was a little bit spooky. I love it though. With that in mind, let's dig into the collection's highlights. This is our segment dedicated to finding the gems in our collections here at the MSRC. Today, we're gonna take a look at a few spectral gems from our collections that remind us of how Halloween and haunting show up in Black cultural life, even here on campus.
First up, the Academy Herald, 1914. This student publication from the Bordentown Manual Training School includes a short story titled A Halloween Experience. Its ghost story, written over 100 years ago by a young Black student named O. Wilson Winters. We can say this is a long before Jordan Peele made horror high art.
We also have a 1954 photograph from the Pittsburgh Courier of children dressed for Halloween. But this isn't just cute. It's a moment in time when Black joy, imagination, and community were being documented and celebrated in the press.
For our very own Howard student newspaper, The Hilltop, we have a 2006 article titled All Hallows Eve Has Celebration Options by Desiree Smith. It's a reminder that Howard students have always made space for play, tradition, and collective joy, even as midterms come down upon them or as viewpoints on this holiday differ.
Let's not forget an offering from Library Division in Virginia Hamilton's Willie Bea and the time the Martians landed from 1983. This is a children's book that blends historical fiction, fee, and imagination, all told through the lens of a young Black girl in the 1930s Ohio.
We have so much more in our collections, but each of these highlighted materials speak to how Black folks have always engaged with the strange, the spooky, and the unknown. We often use these moments to reflect on our realities, our future, and our past. The more Mecca you know.
All right, it's time for another round of the more Mecca you know. The segment where we drop you little gems to help you navigate life at the Mecca.
Here's a treat for all you students grinding through midterms. Did you know the MSRC Reading Room is open for students to use as a quiet study space?
I knew. When Founders Library gets a little too packed, the reading room becomes a calm and, dare we say, magical study space. No tricks, just soft lighting and historical figureheads watching over you.
This space is a little different than other spaces because it is a non-circulating special collections library. So that means no food, no drinks, and got to be as quiet as a mouse.
And if you're deep in your research bag, remember, you can always book a one-on-one consultation with an archivist or librarian to help you find primary sources for your papers. This may be a quiet space, but it's a friendly one, so don't be afraid to ask a librarian or archivist.
Whatever you're writing about, there's someone in these stacks for you. You just have to ask.
So stop by, study up, and say, hey, your ancestors did the work, and now it's your turn to keep the legacy going.
Whether you celebrate Halloween, All Saints Day, or just love a good ghost story, remember the archives are more than what's been filed away.
They're filled with spirit.
Uh-huh. Now I see you got the lines.
I do indeed. On that note, that's a wrap on this episode of In the Stacks.
You can follow us on Instagram and X at MSRC Howard. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tre.
And I'm Lovelace, signing off from the MSRC. See y'all next time. We're supposed to high five.
It was going so fast.
Just say, remember the archives are more than supposed to. All the parentheses.